Hello, I'm Maff, and I'm sat beside a power station which generates thousands of megawatts of raw power. And I thought we'd have a chat about power today as something we saw a lot of in 2020. And I thought we'd start a conversation and maybe you'd get in touch and tell me what you think. This is what we do in the Camerados movement. We sit down and we get through tough times by being more human and having a conversation. This year, more than ever, we've had the most naked demonstration of top-down power. Think about it. We've been told to stay indoors by the Prime Minister. There's been presidents sending in tanks against demonstrators, presidents saying that their own country's election process is rigged. The knee of policemen literally coming down on the tops of people, and people saying we should defund the police because of it. There's no trust there. Top-down power is crazy. And yet underneath that, something else is happening. There's a different kind of power coming from heroes that we've not really given attention to before. I'm talking about people working on a COVID ward, nurses, of course, health workers, who we literally came out of our houses every Thursday to clap. But also, when the world had to hide inside, who were the people left outside keeping the place going? Bin men, delivery drivers, these key workers, right? Low incomes, low wages, never had a voice before. So what's going to happen after 2020? Are we going to give them a voice? Are we going to listen to them? But what about the rest of us? The rest of us have found power as well. We realised that if we looked over the garden fence, we could actually do something for our neighbour. And it all gets very corny at this point, and I know we're all going to talk about rainbows in windows and all that stuff, and that's lovely. My kids put a rainbow in the window, but we do tend to infantilise all that stuff and talk about kindness and unicorns and all that. But the truth is, we literally, street by street, person to person, made stuff happen. Because we realised we didn't have to do very much, we just had to be there for each other. Pick up a prescription, make a phone call, give someone a bit of company. Tiny, tiny acts. So we have the power. And I tell you, when you've lost everything, you've never been so powerless. You have no voice, no one will listen to you. And yet, the thing that I found really made a difference with people in this situation was when they made a connection with someone else. Even just one person that they looked out for, it gave them a huge sense of purpose to be doing something for someone else. And it gave them connection. And these are the things in Camerados we think everybody has to have in order to knit together some kind of life, connection and purpose. We have this phrase in Camerados, the answer to our problems is each other. And that's because if you've lost everything, if you can't really see a way forward, if you can just look out for one other person, you've got an amazing reason to stick around. You feel trusted, you feel valued. It's all worth it. If we want to take power ourselves, just do something for someone else. Don't wait for it to arrive. Do it yourself. 2020 has shown us that we've all had everything taken away from us. Our freedom of movement, you know, a lot of our jobs and our livelihoods. So at the end of the day, what matters? And, you know, corny as you like, but basically what matters is each other. So, be a Camerado, be more human. And get in touch and tell me what you think about this, and maybe we can have a conversation. Cheers. Thanks very much.